Hello friends, welcomes you all. Myself Dr. Deepak, and today we are going to discuss about the female urethra. So first of all, let me try to understand the location of the female urethra. So here in this diagram, you can see the sagittal section of this pelvic area. So in this diagram you can see here on the most anterior side it is a anterior abdominal wall. Then here it is a pubic symphysis. Then behind the pubic symphysis there is a urinary bladder and the urethra. So urethra it is located here behind the pubic symphysis. Then behind the urinary bladder and urethra there is a uterus and vagina. So here the urethra it is lies in between the pubic symphysis and the vagina. Okay, and behind here the uterus and the vagina there is a rectum. So most anterior side there is a pubic symphysis, most posteriorly there is a rectum. So urethra is here behind the pubic symphysis and anterior to the vagina. Okay, so vagina has a two wall, the posterior and anterior wall. So it is anterior to the anterior wall of the vagina. Okay, let me discuss about the theoretical part of the female urethra. Okay, so the urethra it is about 4 cm long and 6 mm of diameter. It is started here at the internal urethral orifice and opens as an external urethral orifice in the vulval area. Okay, between the labium minus. Okay, so this urethral area, the internal urethral orifice is lies posterior to the middle part of the pubic symphysis. The internal urethral orifice is lies posterior to the middle part of the pubic symphysis. So here the urethra is started and then it runs downwards and anteriorly. Okay, here you can see it is runs downwards and anteriorly. Okay, behind the lower part of the pubic symphysis and embedded into the anterior wall of the vagina. Okay, it is embedded into the anterior wall of the vagina, or we can say that along with the anterior wall of the vagina. Okay, so it is started at here as an internal urethral orifice at the neck of the urinary bladder, then it runs downwards and forwards behind the lower part of pubic symphysis and embedded into the anterior wall of the vagina. Then it crosses the perineal membrane and finally it is open as an external urethral orifice. This external urethral orifice it is anterior to the vaginal opening and posterior to the glans clitoris. The clitoris it is a female organ, so it is behind 2.5 cm glans clitoris. Okay, so it is lies 2.5 cm behind the glans clitoris. So glans clitoris it is most anterior side. Then after that 2.5 cm behind the glans clitoris there is a urethral orifice, and behind the urethral orifice there is a vaginal opening, and behind the vaginal opening there is a anal opening. Okay, then the urethra it is like it has a two wall, the anterior and the posterior wall, and both the walls have a vertical ridge is present within it, and this vertical ridge which is present into the both wall of the urethra it is known as a urethral crest. Okay, so here you can we can assume that it is a anterior wall and it is a posterior wall. So there is a urethral crest is present here in these both walls, and mostly this anterior and posterior wall it is like slit like. Okay, and only they are dilated at the time of the urination. Okay, so the external urethral orifice, this external urethral orifice it is also like a vertical slit. Okay, it is like that. It is like a vertical slit. Okay, so if we draw here, so it is a labium minus and this is the labia majora. So it is a glans clitoris it is present here. So behind the 2.5 cm behind this glans clitoris, it is a urethral opening, and behind the urethral opening there is a vaginal opening, and behind the vaginal opening there is a anal opening. Okay, so all structures are like that. Okay, then in this urethra, many urethral glands are open. So if we see the internal structure of the urethra, so there are many openings of the urethral glands. Okay, these urethral glands are open into these urethra, but at its external urethral orifice, here on both the side of the external urethral orifice, the number of urethral glands are accumulated and they are open by a single duct. Okay, this is a like that. On the both side of this external urethral orifice, there is a opening of the urethral gland, okay, by the urethral duct. So these urethral ducts of urethral glands are open here on both the lateral side of this external urethral orifice. Then the arteries of the urethra. So which arteries are supplying to this urethral area? So there are vesicular artery and the vaginal arteries. If we write down here the arteries, so vesicular artery and vaginal arteries. Okay, these two arteries are supplying to these urethra. Then the veins. So urethral plexus of veins, it is drained into the vesicular venous plexus. These vesicular venous plexus, it is drained by the internal pudendal vein and through this internal pudendal vein into the internal iliac veins. Okay, then the lymph nodes. So lymph drained by this area, it is finally drained by the external and internal iliac lymph nodes. Okay, so both the lymph from here, it is drained by the external and internal iliac lymph nodes. Okay, this is about the arteries, veins and the lymphs. The arteries, the vesicular arteries and the vaginal artery, and the veins, the urethral plexus of the vein, it is drained by the vesicular venous plexus, then the internal pudendal vein, and then the internal iliac veins, and the lymph from the external and the internal iliac lymph nodes. Okay, then the innervation, the nervous innervation of the female urethra. So the autonomic and the somatic innervation. Okay, so the autonomic has a two part, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic. So the parasympathetic preganglionic and the postganglionic, then sympathetic also, the preganglionic and the postganglionic. So the preganglionic neurons, they are started from S2 to S4, okay, S2 to S4, and they are runs along with the pelvic splanchnic nerves, and the postganglionic fibers are arise from the plexus around the vesicular wings, okay. Then the sympathetic fibers, so the sympathetic preganglionic fibers are arise from the lowermost part of the thoracic sympathetic ganglia, okay, and they are reach up to the hypogastric plexuses, okay. And then from that hypogastric plexus the postganglionic fibers are arise, and these postganglionic fibers are reach up to the arteries around the vagina, means the vaginal arteries, they reach up to the vaginal arteries, and from along with these branches of this vaginal artery, these nerves are reach up to the urethra, okay. So sympathetic, the preganglionic fibers are from the lower thoracic sympathetic ganglion and reach up to hypogastric plexus, and from that the postganglionic fibers are arise and they reach up to vaginal arteries, and along with the branches of the vaginal arteries they are reach up to the urethra, okay. Then the somatic fibers, so somatic, the afferent and the efferent fibers. So efferent fibers are arise from the S2 to S4 segment, okay, and the afferent fibers, they are reach up to S2 to S4 segment of spinal cord, okay. So this is about the nervous innervation, autonomic and the somatic. So the autonomic, parasympathetic and the sympathetic, the parasympathetic fibers, the preganglionic fibers are arise from the S2 to S4, okay, and the postganglionic fiber, these preganglionic fibers are reach up to the vesicular venous plexuses, okay, through the pelvic splanchnic nerves, and from here the plexus around these veins, from that the postganglionic fibers are arise and they are reach up to the smooth muscles of the urethra. Then the sympathetic fibers, the preganglionic fibers are arise from the lower thoracic sympathetic ganglia, and they are reach up to the hypogastric plexuses, and from that the postganglionic fibers are arise and they are reach up to the vaginal arteries, and along with these branches of the vaginal arteries they reach up to the urethra, okay. Then the somatic, the efferent fibers, they are the muscles of the urethra, they are supplying by the S2 to S4 segments, and the afferent fibers, they are collecting the information from this urethral area, and they are also reach up to the S2 to S4 segment of the spinal cord, okay. So this is all about the female urethra. Hope so you may understand, okay. So thank you very much.